Or
Good
crap
evening,
nation.
everyone. What's up? Just ate a satisfying meal and topped it off with a meaty dessert. This is Mr. Hata speaking. Previously, there was a rant on eBay's bidding system. Today is a rant on Nickelodeon for April 1st with a special Skype guest. Tyler TriStar 2 is back.
Nickelodeon, you need to stop with this.
Ugh.
What is it more like?
More like Crapolodian, more like Dickalodian, more like Poopalodian, like Screwalodian. Ugh.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon is permanently dead. Spill your thoughts on Nickelodeon, please.
I agree.
They need to just get Nickelodeon. Just
Take
needs
everything off of Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon just needs to die. Period. Like what on earth? We'll take a look at their scheduling right now, if that's okay. We'll just take one quick look at how poor their scheduling is, and it's not even pretty at all. If we can get.
Hey, good news, guys. This isn't one of those kind of rants.
This isn't. Oh, let's see what's on Nickelodeon right now. Probably not even worth watching at all. Oh no, SpongeBob.
This is gonna be bad. No!
Oh no.
Get rid of that show!
Why is SpongeBob still on?
For 68 years.
Here's what's airing. SpongeBob.
It'll be 16 years shortly.
SpongeBob Breadwinners, Fairly
It'll
Odd
be
Parents,
16
Fairly
years
Odd
shortly.
Parents. SpongeBob,
That show's been on for 16 years. Get rid of it.
Ew. 100 Things to Do Before High School.
It's almost the age of an adult.
Oh, ew. 100 to Do Before High School. That horrible.
Nobody likes that crap.
More like 100 Things Not to Do Before Death. That's what that show should be called. Seriously, Nickelodeon quit it with the SpongeBob. SpongeBob's been on all the times. There's something else now.
Very poor scheduling.
Very. As bad as Cartoon Network and Disney scheduling put together. Ugh.
Some of the worst scheduling you can have.
Yes. The
I
absolute
didn't even know
worst.
scheduling could really be that bad. But yes, Nickelodeon it is. Why am I still calling it Nickelodeon? I should call it Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah. Oh no. SpongeBob. And then a bunch of Nick Jr. crap.
More like SpongeBob.
Alright, so here's what the schedule looks like. Sorry, the computer's having technical difficulties right now. Hang on. So Nick Jr. goes from 9 to 2 p.m. What? Nick Jr. lasts for 5 hours? Oh no, another
That's
show.
That's a lot of bull crap.
And all it is SpongeBob. And literally, it ends at... Alright, here's how early Nickelodeon ends at 6 o'clock now. What? Nickelodeon ends that early now? Harvey breaks? More like Harvey sucks.
I agree. That show sounds terrible.
Wait. Why is Nickelodeon ending so early now? It ends too early.
What time is it?
It's ending like at 6:30 now. Stop trying to be PBS Kids, for crying out loud. Stop it. You're not PBS Kids.
Wait, what time does it end?
It ends at 6:30 now. PBS Kids ends like at 5.
6:30? Oh, that's too early. Well, because of the kiddies.
Yeah, they're targeting it. Now they're just targeting the channel to little kids now.
Not only that, they want the money.
Nice try, Nickelodeon. Thanks a lot, Nickelodeon.
Nice trying to get the freaking money.
Thanks a lot, Nickelodeon, for just targeting the channel just to straight kiddies. Now they're just targeting it to like kids in elementary school now. They're targeting it to like 8-year-olds and under.
I mean, this is elementary.
This is for preteens now. Heck, they're probably They're trying to target 1-year-olds now. And it's failing miserably. Now they're just making poor choices. Nickelodeon's scheduling has been like that for like 5 years. This SpongeBob and sitcoms. That's all it's been. It's been like that for 5 years. Why are they still doing it now?
Why is SpongeBob still on? The characters
Please.
cry and cry and cry.
Please take
What
SpongeBob
the
off
characters
the
do? They
internet.
cry.
Please get rid of
Make
SpongeBob
Hermione
once
would
and
think
for
it
all.
upset. They cry.
Stop airing SpongeBob all day long. SpongeBob has aired enough
This
for
show's
30 years.
garbage.
Yes, we're sick and tired of that show being on all the time. It's been on for almost 16 years, and they've been playing it nonstop, like all day long, literally, and they're still doing it. And the only other cartoon that ever airs are Fairly Odd Parents. Puh. And if that wasn't bad enough, that's as bad as the new SpongeBob's The Fairly Odd Parents. And yet, they haven't even made a single episode for over a year, and they're still airing it all day long. Quit it. SpongeBob should have its own channel now.
SpongeBob, that show is so kiddie.
Why don't they just have its own channel if they're gonna make that many? If they're gonna
Do you know what life is nowadays? Mr.
SpongeBob.
Krabs.
Yeah, pretty much everybody's a Mr. Krabs now, in one way or shape or another.
Everybody's Mr. Krabs now.
Pretty much, all the kids from all ages are just all a bunch of Mr. Krabs put together. Isn't that sad?
Because they want the money.
Maybe we should do a Rant SpongeBob later on.
This show makes me so mad. All the characters do is to cry and cry.
Stop airing
Crying actually makes people feel
SpongeBob
better.
all day long. That's all they air is SpongeBob, 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 sitcom. That is.
And then more, and guess what? More SpongeBob.
We've lived with that for at least since it's
What's
been
so
like that.
big about SpongeBob for it to be released all those times?
It was like that in 2012. It was like that in 2013 and 2014. Still like that. When are they gonna quit airing SpongeBob?
They're not going to because they want the money.
Yeah, no wonder why.
The green piece of paper of God's creation.
And they haven't even made a SpongeBob episode in like forever. But they haven't made a SpongeBob episode for like 13 months. Why are they still airing the show if they're not going to make any new episodes for a while? Stop it.
Thank God.
We need to rant on what else do we not like about Nickelodeon?
I hate breadwinners. Because that's actually even a rip-off of SpongeBob. Even though I hate SpongeBob, breadwinners make SpongeBob look like a freaking masterpiece.
Now they're actually ripping off SpongeBob. All the shows are now ripping off SpongeBob. You want to know what's ripped off SpongeBob?
Really helpful, Nickelodeon. Very helpful.
Here's what's ripped off SpongeBob so far. Fagboy Dum Dum, or Fagboy Cum Cum, or Fanboy Chum Chum, whatever, or like Stupid Boy and Idiot has ripped off SpongeBob. What else? Sanjay and Craig has ripped off SpongeBob in some ways.
That looks like a rip-off of something.
And the Breadwinners, they all have ripped off SpongeBob.
Now that sounds like a rip-off of something. Barnacle Boy and Mermaid Man, that sounds like a rip-off of something. That really does. Let me think. What's that rip-off of? SpongeBob is probably a rip-off of that of a show.
SpongeBob. Well, we need to rant on more topics on Nickelodeon. We can't just talk about SpongeBob. That will get its own rant later on, though.
What is SpongeBob a rip-off of?
What else? Yeah, Breadwinners. Thank goodness they stopped airing that show.
Thank God they stopped airing it. That show
those
sucks.
Are the worst.
It sucks hailstones. That show is so evil.
Oh, those sitcoms are even worse. The Breadwinners.
It wants to take SpongeBob and make it even worse, even more torturous.
The bad SpongeBobs are just as bad as Breadwinners. Heck, the new SpongeBobs are just as bad. Well, the old SpongeBobs actually suck to begin with, too.
Nickelodeon today.
Well, most of the SpongeBob episodes are just as bad as Breadwinners. And also, these sitcoms, they keep making new sitcoms all the time. Stop it with the sitcoms.
What?
They just
so
all
many
sound the
retarded
same.
sitcoms.
the sitcoms make breadwinners look watchable. They actually make breadwinners watchable. That's how boring the sitcoms are.
Ouch.
The
I
sitcoms have
know.
no
So bad.
entertainment. Look, sorry for
So
saying making
fun.
breadwinners look good, but these sitcoms have no interest, no redeeming qualities. They actually
And
make
a lot of them
breadwinners
are rip-offs
entertaining.
of each other.
Breadwinners has more
All the
entertainment than this
shows rip off
garbage.
each other.
Breadwinners may have gotten a low score, but these sitcoms all get a low score. Every sitcom just felt like the same sitcom everybody has watched.
Because everybody's seen this crap, it feels like.
How can anybody like a sitcom that boring?
And that tediously put together.
Ugh. They make people go to sleep, these sitcoms, don't they?
Because they don't care about the money.
And face it, every new Nick show is going to suck.
Yeah, because they are such Mr. Krabs.
We've given enough chances.
Because the people over there are such Mr. Krabs.
And everyone's saying, oh, pick up Banana Cricket and freaking make it pop. And Loud House and one of those new shows are going to be great. Huh. They may look okay in the advertisements, but they're probably going to just plummet once they make it to TV. Don't be fooled by an advertisement, people. Just don't be fooled by a silly advertisement. Like, Nickelodeon has gotten even worse. 2015 is even worse than 2014. Heck, even 2012 is better than 2013. So it actually keeps getting worse every single year. It's getting worse. And what's more, they keep abandoning.
Because 2012 was 2012 was better than 2013.
Yeah, and 2013 was better than 2014.
Was worse than 2012, and 2015 is worse than 2014.
Literally, why are they making new shows if they're gonna fail?
Let me think. 2013 is 2014 is worse than 2013.
Yes, it was worse, and now this year's even worse than last year. And they haven't even changed. They're scheduling. The only difference were some different cartoons.
And not only that, their shows are also worse. It's like they're trying to be worse because they want to torture people so they would give them more money. It's not how it works, people. Sorry, but the only way you're going to get money out of my pockets is if you actually make entertaining stuff. Otherwise, I won't want to waste my money on this crap. Why should I waste my money on this crap?
Heck, Nickelodeon was probably better in 2011 than it is now.
I know, it was just... You know what, it was better in 2009, it was way better than it is now. Wow.
10 minutes then.
It's sad.
Very sad indeed.
It's awful now, it's horrible.
What on... Hang on, I gotta close the door real quick. Seriously, what?
Disgusting.
Nickelodeon needs to close their channel, and this SpongeBob, give SpongeBob its own channel now. If they're just gonna air reruns of SpongeBob all day long, just give SpongeBob its own channel called SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, this show is treated like a god, and yet almost nobody likes the new SpongeBob at all now.
I hate it.
Same here now.
I hate it too. I know Bailey Sue hates it. I hate it.
Pretty much everybody
and lots of others hate it.
Give its own channel. Just throw away
even
Nickelodeon.
Like SpongeBob, it's more.
Toss Nickelodeon in the garbage can. Nickelodeon needs to be put
I mean, who even likes SpongeBob anymore?
Here's what should happen to Nickelodeon. Put Nickelodeon in its
some of my kids at school say SpongeBob is not too bad, but...
That's because they're young.
They hate it. If a few of the kids are nice to me, so the ones that are nice to me, I respect their opinions. The ones that are not, I don't respect their opinion.
You were right when your one Cartoon Network video. Nickelodeon needs to just close its channel down now.
Yeah, close it down. You know what? I'm not even giving them an option to change. You know why? They won't, because they're too desperate about the freaking money. So you know what? I don't think they're going to change. So you know what? How would they just take my money and shove it up there? You know what?
And all people talk about in Nickelodeon rants are bringing back old shows. That's not going to make the channel any better. The channel's still going to suck either way. Look at its bumpers.
Please
Its
just close it, Nickelodeon. Do us all a favor, close it.
Nickelodeon, go wave bye-bye to us and never come back.
Go wave bye-bye and never come back.
Don't come back ever to this world, Nickelodeon. They've been downhill too long to even exist.
You are just taking us off lately.
And when did Nickelodeon go downhill anyway?
Bull crap.
When did Nickelodeon fall? What year did it exactly fall?
Not sure. Guess like probably 2008.
Some people say 2005, some people say 2007, some people say 2009, some people say 2011. So it's been dead, officially dead for 4 years. So
I think it fell in 2007, actually.
That's when Cartoon Network died.
Not maybe early 2008. I don't know.
So it's been dead for 7 years. It's been dead for 8 years then.
Around 8 years now.
That's a lot. If they've been dead for that long, they just need to close their channel and not even come back to this world.
That's when it really fell.
It's getting worse and worse. 2016 is going to be worse than this year. 2017 is probably going to be even worse than 2016.
I mean, what's the point of this bull crap?
They should just not make anything new now. They just have no chance.
They just suck at everything they do now.
And they don't air a variety. They have no variety in their channel at all. They have no variety.
They're doing this to us because they only want the money.
These have lousy bumpers too. They just said that Nickelodeon has no chance of recovery. They have no chance of getting themselves out of that deep hole they've dug in the first place.
Yeah, they have no chance of getting out of it.
We've waited enough years for Nickelodeon to return to normal.
They're going to stay there no matter what. They're going to stay there forever.
And people are saying Nickelodeon's the worst channel. Well, all 3 channels actually are. Oh, that, PBS Kids, and Boomerang all suck just as much as everything else. So they're all equally dead.
Yeah, they're
Why
dead.
do people think Cartoon Network's even improved at all? All over the
Did
dumb shows.
Think they improved?
No, it hasn't. Bull crap.
No, it
silly shows. People only think these channels have improved over silly TV
shows.
shows.
It has not changed at all.
People think Nickelodeon's only gone downhill over its
8
cartoons.
years ago. It's still the way it was.
Nickelodeon has no bumpers to offer at all.
There's more SpongeBob, and it goes on.
There's really nothing else even to say about Nickelodeon. Any last thoughts on Nickelodeon?
What's the point?
Nickelodeon, go
Nickelodeon,
die.
stop this. Stop acting like little kids.
Face it.
We're not acting like little kids anymore.
Nickelodeon spent all those years, those 5 years or whatever, 10 years digging its own grave. It spent 10 years digging its own grave and refusing to come out.
I mean, seriously.
So many poor choices they've made. And Breadwinners, everyone thinks Breadwinners is the worst Nickelodeon's made. The sitcoms are even worse because the sitcoms have no entertainment.
So why are they making bread losers?
Everything needs to just go. SpongeBob just needs to die. Nickelodeon needs to die. All the sitcoms need to end. Ugh. They need to quit airing reruns of iCarly and Sam and Cat.
Oh, ew!
Those sitcoms need to just
I hate that show.
They need to be just buried in a hole, forgotten of, and let people just move on. They shouldn't even be on a network at all now. Did people learn their lesson the first time? No, they didn't at all, did they? No, they haven't.
Does Nickelodeon think we're little 2-year-olds or something?
They're targeting like 1-year-old. They're probably targeting 1-month-old babies now. They're targeting babies now. That's all they're doing now. They're just targeting They're probably targeting
They
people that
might as well make a show called the ABCs show to learn the ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. They might, yep, if they think we're that stupid, they might as well just sing that to us.
And why is Nick Jr.
Like if
on
we don't
for
even
5
know the
hours?
ABCs.
Why on earth is Nick Jr. on until 2 p.m. from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.? Nick Jr. shouldn't even be going
The
on
2
after
p.m.? That is, oh
Nick Jr.
man,
should be for like 3 hours. Nick Jr. should be
that
from
is
like
freaking stupid.
nobody cares about Nick Jr.
Who
now.
thought of that?
That was a
What the
poor
hell?
decision.
Who thought of that?
Wow. There you anything else to say now, but
What the hell?
look at the schedule yourself. It's shut down. The computer has problems right now, but alright, Nickelodeon, 5 hours a day is Nick Jr., and then there's barely even time to air anything in the afternoon because they've used up so much time on Nick Jr. Nick Jr. should be like 2 or 3 hours, and that's it. Nick Jr. doesn't deserve to be any longer than that. It's getting twice of what it deserves.
This is getting quite old. You know why? It's been happening for 8 years. No wonder this is getting old.
8 years is a long time.
That's older than some of the kids. That's older than some of the kids that are watching this crap
People
nowadays.
that were watching Nick Jr. probably when they were probably already hit puberty.
Just
by
like
now.
they've been bad since I was 6 years old. They've been bad since I was like, no, it was probably like early 2008. So, like when I was like 5 and a half, almost 6.
It is unsure when Nickelodeon went downhill, but it was somewhere between 2005
when they started to get bad.
2011.
That's how bad they are.
People think Family Chum Chum made Nickelodeon go downhill. It's hard to say. It could have been before Family Chum Chum 2. It's very questionable. While SpongeBob was revived in 2005, that's probably another time Nickelodeon's went downhill. But Nickelodeon is no redeemable qualities now. Even the new cartoons like Sanjay and Craig are better than the sitcoms, and yet everybody hates those. Even those, Breadwinners is more entertainment than these sitcoms.
These sitcoms suck. They're not even entertaining for the least.
All there is to say.
Not even the least bit entertaining.
That's all we have to
for
say.
Anybody.
I gotta go to lunch now. That's all there is to say. See you on the next video. Good.